Dogbert presents How to Beat This Dumbass Team. And now, let's join Dogbert. Hello and welcome to How to Beat That Dumbass Team, Apocalypse and the Four Horsemen Part 2, because they went and buffed Apocalypse very quickly at the outrage of Krakens and pretty much everybody else, because he definitely didn't feel right. Now, even though I am going to be beating that dumbass team, I do think Apocalypse feels correct now, in that he is not unbeatable, but he is pretty good. So I think that's a very good balance. I think they hit the balance correctly. I'm going to give him props for that. Yes, I'm actually giving Scruply props for getting something right for once. Hey, blind man throwing an infinite number of darts. It does eventually hit the bullseye. But I think they did it well here. We don't have the haves and have-nots. You can beat Apocalypse without ever having Apocalypse. So that's a good thing. Now I'm going to be actually showing you a couple of teams that work against Apocalypse. There is actually a third, and that is using Horsemen and Apocalypse yourself and throwing in Kang to go faster, although that's a little bit more messier. If you're doing that, you drop Morgan Le Fay for Kang, and you need to focus Archangel. I thought I had a video of it, but apparently I didn't record it. I'm not really using that. That is probably the worst of the three teams that I have already found that do beat Apocalypse and the Four Horsemen. So with all this being said, let's go take a look at some videos. Alright, the first video I have that shows you the first team. Well, guess what? It's Kang, Eternals, and Tangled Web. They aren't dead yet. How about that? So let's get into this video and what I am going to be doing here. I did put Kang in the middle. Now I did say Duarctic was the first one I think I saw to do this. I was stuck in number 1, so I didn't get to see it till after that. But we start off with the 2099. Of course, we don't get any debuffs because of the lack of focus now. Now this is important. Now we're going to go and stun Morgan Le Fay with Weaver. The reason being, if Morgan Le Fay is about to take a turn, if she takes her turn, she is going to ability block trauma Cersei, because that's a controller. I haven't had any problems landing this. Now, next thing that is important is to remember about Red Hulk. To put it simply, if Red Hulk ults, you lose. You need to kill Red Hulk. So you see here, oh, the other thing is, I almost forgot to mention, is that I am running Raider on Kang to get the most damage out of him. You'll see why in a minute. Now, we did get the vulnerability on Red Hulk, which is a very good thing, because now we are going to target him with Icarus, just to make sure that, because we have Icarus as Striker, that means we'll get the extra hit on him. We need to do as much damage as possible to Red Hulk in as few hits as possible, because he is going to end up ulting, unless we get him down before he can take a turn and do that. So you can see he's got those nice charges up there. Now, if you notice that Apocalypse does have Taunt, that is because of Cersei and her ability. He is this support in the team. He's the only support on the field. You can see this is why we have Kang as a Raider. We wanted to make sure we get those big crits, wipe out that Red Hulk. If you don't wipe out Red Hulk with Kang, you just lost. So this is probably the middle of the road team. Probably not the best team to be taking against this. We're going to have to deal with the Apocalypse stuff. There is a better team, don't worry. As you can see, it really doesn't matter at this point. We're down to just Rogue and Apocalypse. And we're just going to get through Rogue. Just takes a little bit of time. Here we go. Down to just Apocalypse. He killed 2099. So this isn't the best team, but it is a team that does work quite well. Like I said, you're going to have to take out that Red Hulk. And of course, you're going to need very big characters. You're not going to be punching up much, if at all. And that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Now let's move on. And here we have the team I actually do recommend. This one gives us lots of control. And guess what? The Eternals and Kang are still being used once again. You get that speed, and we're also bringing in Rogue and Red Hulk. It is very important to actually put Rogue and Red Hulk together because of Red Hulk's special. giving her a turn meter and speeding her up. Because we already have Kang and the Eternals are here more or less to rewind and do a whole lot of damage. That's what they do. So you see here we're going to actually go in special onto their Red Hulk. This will knock back the Horsemen over there. Just knock back their turn meter. And now we're going to go and use the Rogue Rewind on Morgan Le Fay. Because we don't want her again to stop our Cersei. Boom, no problem. As you can see, we almost have Morgan Le Fay actually dead there. Now we can come in with Kang's special here and take out Morgan Le Fay. Let's do some more damage to Red Hulk. I could have just basicked into Morgan Le Fay and taken her out as two. And, well, Icarus takes care of Rogue and Red Hulk for us. It's just down to Archangel and Apocalypse. So this one gets a little bit more annoying. You're going to get stuck behind Apocalypse. He has Safeguard. You're just going to deal with it. It doesn't really matter about the stun for Rogue. We're just doing as much damage as we possibly can. They have already lost. We're just going to go in. There goes Apocalypse. And then we take out Archangel. He is not an issue. So let's go and see it again. Against the same exact team, actually. Against the same exact player. He just happened to be the biggest one I could face. That's why I picked him. So here we are going against number 3. As you can see, he has the biggest team at 1.3 million. I am at 1.255 million. And you can see my positioning again, using the two of the Horsemen, plus Icarus, Cersei, and Kang. So we wait for the game to load. This is also a very much quicker fight than the other version I showed you, where Tangled Web is still not dead. But this one I think is probably the best counter. As you can see again, we go right down there. We turn, rewind the Morgan. This time we just wiped him out. Yeah. Again, we wiped out Rogue and Red Hulk. The Apocalypse doesn't matter because we have Rogue already taunting, Safeguard, Disrupt. Doesn't get ability blocked. Now I do run Rogue as a skirmisher. I run Red Hulk as a striker. Icarus, of course, a striker. Cersei as a skirmisher. And I am running Kang as that raider just to get that maximum amount of damage out of him to get those crits, as always. And that is how you beat this dumbass team. Enjoy, everybody. Till next time.